A very good evening and welcome to the news tonight here on Sabha TV, where we get you the day's top stories from India and across the world. I'm Tracy Shilshi, and here are the headlines. After days of disruption, Rajya Sabha unanimously passes the SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Amendment Bill 2015. Two bills on supplementary demands returned without debate. Amid opposition protests, consensus in House to discuss the Juvenile Justice Bill tomorrow. The bill seeks to try juveniles between 16 and 18 years accused in heinous crimes as adults. But demonstrations are held in New Delhi over the release of the juvenile convict in the December 16 gang rape case. The Supreme Court dismisses the petition challenging his release, questions jurisdiction under which the detention can be extended. North India is in the grip of a severe cold wave. Fog delays train services in many areas. And a split election result forces Spain into political uncertainty. Falling short of absolute majority, the ruling People's Party is forced to seek coalition partners. After many days of disruption, the Rajya Sabha today unanimously passed the crucial Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Amendment Bill 2015. The House also returned two bills on supplementary demands without debate. These included the Appropriation Number 4 Bill and the Appropriation Number 5 Bill to meet the government's expenditure. Members from the Treasury and opposition benches also had one more round of debate over more bills to be taken up.
We shall now take up clause-by-clause consideration of the bill. Clause 2.
But opposition parties did object to the government not listing the Juvenile Justice Bill in Monday's agenda. The government later listed it in the supplementary list of business. There was consensus in the House then to discuss the bill tomorrow.
A day after the release of the juvenile convict in the Delhi gang rape case, Rajya Sabha members seeking to take up the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Bill 2014, TMC's Derek O'Brien gave a notice under Rule 267 to suspend business and take up the bill. Reminding the House that it had only 3 days before the winter session ends, he pointed out that the bill is missing in the government's agenda.
This House, it is incumbent upon this House to listen to what is going on outside. Please, sir, let us rise above politics.
Leader of opposition Ghulam Nabi Azad and CPM Sitaram Yechuri criticized the government and said it could not accuse the opposition of scuttling the passage of the bill.
We do not want to be blamed for that. Today, it is SC/ST bill listed, which will pass in the afternoon. Let them list it for tomorrow, and we will have the discussion.
Sir, this is the charade that is being played. If you think that it is very important and very clear, I think so too, then you should have listed it. No, but why?
Defending itself, the government insisted that it listed the bill on previous occasions. It agreed to list the bill in the supplementary list of business.
जुवेनाइल जस्टिस बिल को 8 दिसंबर को, 10 दिसंबर को, 11 दिसंबर को लिस्ट किया. हम कल भी लिस्ट किया हुआ है हमने, और हमारा कहना है कि आज ही इस पे चर्चा होनी चाहिए. अगर आम सहमति है तो आप जुवेनाइल जस्टिस पर चर्चा करिए, क्योंकि ये संवेदनशील मुद्दा है.
In the post-lunch session, the bill was mentioned in the supplementary list. The House also agreed to discuss the bill on Tuesday.
I am agreeable for either. Only thing is that, as promised and decided in the House, the juvenile bill should be taken up and passed. If not today, tomorrow. If not today, tomorrow.
The bill replaces the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2000. It permits juveniles between 16 and 18 years to be tried as adults for heinous offences. Kriti Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
And developments in the House took place even as the petition challenging the release of the juvenile convict in the Delhi gang rape case was dismissed by the Supreme Court today. In its order, the top court questioned the jurisdiction under which the juvenile offender's detention could be extended. The decision came despite protests in the national capital against his release.
In the absence of a stricter law, the Supreme Court on Monday rejected the petition filed by the Delhi Commission of Women that sought to block the release of the youngest offender in the 16 December Delhi gang rape case. The top court said it does share the concerns raised by those opposing the juvenile offender's release, but maintained it has to go by the mandate of the law. In this case, the law allows his release after a 3-year stay in correctional facility, the maximum for an underage criminal. The order came as a rude shock to the parents of the gang rape victim, who have been fighting for justice for 3 years now.
मुझे कोई उम्मीद नहीं थी। जिस तरह मैंने 14 में अपील डाला था उस तरह से खारिज हो गया था, तो मुझे सुप्रीम कोर्ट से कोई उम्मीद नहीं थी, कम से कम इस जुगनाई के बारे में कि वहाँ कुछ होगा। मुझे पता था कि वहाँ भी खारिज हो जाएगा, इसीलिए मैं आज कोर्ट नहीं।
हमने महिलाओं की सुरक्षा के लिए ये बताया कि कानून नहीं है और जुगनाइलों को एक राइट सबने दिया कि नहीं, तुम 18 साल से पहले कुछ भी कर सकते हो, तुम्हें कोई रोक नहीं सकता, तुम्हारे लिए कोई कानून नहीं है। आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी अंततः उस पर मोहर लगा दिया कि 18 साल का कोई भी बच्चा किसी का मर्डर कर दे, किसी का रेप कर दे, वो कुछ भी कर सकता है, उसको पूरा अधिकार है।
Disappointed activists blamed parliamentarians for the delay in passing the revised juvenile justice bill. The DCW called it a black day for women in India.
Supreme Court has not done justice to women. Women of this country will long, we were waiting that the justice, we would get it from Supreme Court at least. When the parliamentarians fail, it's the duty of the Supreme Court to come to the rescue, which we have not done.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने उठते तक ये कहा कि हम आपके कंसर्न्स पूरी तरीके से शेयर करते हैं, लेकिन हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि कानून इतना वीक है। तो मुझे ये लगता है कि इस देश की राज्यसभा ने आज इस देश को धोखा दिया है और ये कानून राज्यसभा में इतने सालों से पेंडिंग है और वो पास नहीं कर रहे, और आज इस वजह से ये जो भी हुआ आज हुआ है।
The Supreme Court order also triggered a political blame game.
That is the legal process which they are following, the established legal process which they are following. But I don't think that can abdicate collective responsibility. And the judiciary does have the flexibility to address an issue which is so sensitized by the whole country at this point. However, it is their wisdom if they believe that they can leave him without any other caveats or riders.
आज जो है वो इनको इसकी चिंता हुई है। हम शुरू से इस बात को कहते रहे, जिस दिन ये सत्र शुरू हुआ है, शीतकालीन सत्र, पिछले सत्र में हम लाना चाहते थे, पिछले सत्र में हम चर्चा के लिए चाहते थे, वो नहीं हुआ, लोकसभा से आ गया था। उसके बाद इस बार हम चर्चा के लिए चाहते हैं, तब नहीं होने दे रहे हैं, और उसके बाद इस वक्त हाई मॉरल ग्राउंड की बात करते हैं।
Amid growing criticism and a parliament logjam on the issue, the Juvenile Justice Bill was included in supplementary list of business on Monday. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Now, as the winter session entered the final lap today, the alleged DDCA scam sparked protests in Rajya Sabha. The Congress went all out against the Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, who, however, stood his ground and challenged the party to initiate a discussion on the issue. Here are more details.
The Rajya Sabha witnessing disruptions on Monday over alleged irregularities in the Delhi and Districts Cricket Association. Seeking Finance Minister Arun Jaitley's resignation, the Congress gave an adjournment notice to discuss the issue. Refuting the charges as baseless, Jaitley prodded the Congress to initiate a discussion right away.
I'll answer it right now. Ask him to start it right now. I am not going to live by these vague statements. Let him make any specific charge. I don't need any notice. I will answer it right now. If they have a single statement, let him make it right now. I will answer it right now.
Congress members raised their pitch against the finance minister and marched into the well. Actions that were strongly disapproved by the chair.
Even after finance minister said is ready for discussion, this shouting of slogan is unjustifiable, unacceptable. This is most unfortunate. Most unfortunate. Go and start discussion. FM is ready for discussion. Why don't you do that?
Amid sharp verbal exchanges between the Treasury benches and the Congress, the escalation of allegations and counter-allegations disrupted both zero hour and question hour. With little signs of reconciliations, the chair adjourned the House till 2 p.m. Kriti Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
In Lok Sabha too, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley is termed as wrong and baseless the allegation of corruption against himself. He said that he has not been indicted by any investigating agency. But he found opposition from his own party colleague Kirti Azad, who made some serious corruption allegations against Jaitley regarding the DDCA.
Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has dismissed all corruption allegations against himself. He says the Serious Fraud Investigation Office has filed no report against him. Clarifying the charges against him, Jaitley said there was no corruption during the construction of the Firoz Shah Kotla Stadium when he was in charge.
जब कांग्रेस पार्टी पावर में थी तो 14,000 की कैपेसिटी के नेशनल स्टेडियम ध्यानचंद स्टेडियम का रेनोवेशन 600 करोड़ रुपए में किया। यहाँ ब्रांड न्यू स्टेडियम 114 करोड़ रुपए में बच गया और उसको ये अपने आप में गलत मानते हैं। किसी एसएफआईओ ने ये रिपोर्ट नहीं दी कि ये खर्चा गलत हुआ।
Arun Jaitley was the DDCA chairman from 2008 till 2013. He's accused of massive corruption during that time. The issue was raised by Congress MP K.C. Venugopal in Lok Sabha. He demanded that a joint parliamentary committee investigate the charges.
Who is sending Honorable Finance Minister? Okay. Honorable Finance Minister saying it is my duty to defend the offenders. What does it mean, sir? Yes. Madam, what does it mean? It is very clear that Arun Jaitley ji is well aware of the fact, and there is a serious allegation he is also involved in this scam.
No. BJP MP Kirti Azad had also made serious corruption allegations against the finance minister in a press conference on Sunday. He reiterated these allegations in Lok Sabha on Monday and demanded a time-bound probe.
SFIO ने जो किया था वह एक सिविल था। अभी हमारी सरकार पूरी तरीके से इस भ्रष्टाचार के विरुद्ध लड़ रही है और यदि न लड़ रही होती तो हमारी सरकार ने 23 अक्टूबर को सीबीआई का नोटिस डीडीसीए को 2008 से लेकर 2013 तक न दिया होता, जिसमें जितनी भी गड़बड़ियां और क्रिमिनल है वो सारे मामले सामने आएंगे, जिसमें आईपीएल और इन बॉक्सेस का भी मामला है। और उस समय अध्यक्ष 2008 से 2013 तक में तो सामने आ ही जाएगा मामला।
Azad has not backed down despite warnings from the party high command. In fact, he has challenged the finance minister to file a defamation case against him. Shyam Sundar's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Meanwhile, Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has filed a criminal defamation case against Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and 5 other Aam Aadmi Party members for naming him in the corruption scandal involving the DDCA. Appearing at the Patiala House Court in New Delhi today, Jaitley told the court that he did not take a single penny from the DDCA and Kejriwal and others have been indulging in slander and baseless allegations against him. Jaitley, who was the DDCA president for 13 years until 2013, has sought 10 crore rupees in damages from the Aam Aadmi Party leaders. The next hearing of the case is scheduled for the 5th of January.
कंप्लेंट फाइल कर दी गई है डिफेमेशन के लिए। ये सारी चीजें कंप्लेंट्स में बताई गई हैं कि अरविंद और उनकी टीम वालों ने अरुण जेटली जी के बारे में क्या-क्या कहा है और सारे ये डेफेमेटरी है। मैं कह दूं कि आप चोर हो बिना इसके, इट इज डेफेमेटरी।
इस पूरे मामले को पूरे देश के सामने बेनकाब करने के लिए आम आदमी पार्टी प्रतिबद्ध है और हम इस लड़ाई में कहीं से भी पीछे हटने वाले नहीं हैं। कानूनी लड़ाई लड़नी होगी वो लड़ेंगे, सड़क की लड़ाई लड़नी होगी वो लड़ेंगे।
Well, politics heating up, but cold wave conditions continuing unabated in most parts of North India. Temperatures have plummeted in the last few days, furthering along with a blanket of fog in many areas, including the national capital. Train services have also been affected.
Biting cold wave conditions along with a thick blanket of fog continues to disrupt normal life in northern India, with the mercury plunging to sub-zero levels in many parts in the past 24 hours. In Srinagar, the temperature dipped to a low of -5.6 degrees Celsius during the day. People were seen huddling around bonfires to keep themselves warm.
ये हमें सर्दी जो है वो पिछले साल के बरस जो है वो ज़्यादा हमें महसूस हो रही है। सभी भाई बहनों ने जितने भी यहाँ पे हैं आपने देखा होगा वो सब 2-2, 3-3 स्वेटर हैं और उसके बाद उन्होंने ऊपर जैकेट भी डाली हुई है, मफलर भी रखे हुए हैं।
सारी दिक्कत ही है, पानी जमा हुआ होता है, बड़ी मुश्किल से हाथ मुंह धोने के लिए प्रॉब्लम आ रही है। अगर ये आग ना हो, आग का सहारा ना हो तो हमारी हड्डियां भी जम जाए यहाँ पर इतनी ठंड है।
This is the condition in not only the hills but also the plains. The temperature in Rajasthan's Mount Abu, Narnaul in Haryana and many areas of Punjab including Amritsar and Chandigarh has been recorded several notches below normal. Rail and air traffic has also been affected by dense fog in some places.
ऐसे परेशानी तो सर्दियों में धुंध तो होती है, पर लेकिन ये रेलवेज को भी मालूम है। ट्रेन में लेट होने का कोई ज़्यादा पर्पस होना नहीं चाहिए, और सेकेंडली उनको ये करना चाहिए कि अगर लेट हो रही है तो पैसेंजर्स को ईमेल से या SMS से बता देना चाहिए। नहीं तो जैसे हमारी ट्रेन 2 घंटा लेट थी, अगर हमें पहले पता होता तो 2 घंटे प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर एक तो रश हो जाता है, दूसरी इनकन्वीनियंस।
With no relief in sight from the bone-chilling cold, the Met Department has predicted more chilling temperatures coming this way over the next week. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
With that, let's give you some more updates from across the country and nationwide. Prime Minister Narendra Modi flagged off the first prototype of a diesel converted to electric bus. Modi called the lithium-ion battery-powered bus yet another initiative in the Make in India campaign. The bus will carry lawmakers to Parliament. The government has plans to convert about 1.5 lakh such diesel buses into electric ones. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar plans to offer dairy booths to liquor vendors in order to gradually enforce prohibition. Almost 6,000 liquor vendors will have the choice of selling milk products. The state government will ban the sale of country-made and spiced liquor in the first phase. Pakistani Marine Security Agency apprehended around 70 fishermen and their boats off the Gujarat coast on Sunday. Pakistani forces also reportedly fired on a boat that capsized after catching fire. It's the second such incident within a month when Pakistani forces abducted Indian fishermen. With a quick break here, we'll be back with international news in just a bit. Stay with us.
Educational qualifications for India's electoral candidates. How fair will they prove to be? What about the right to equality? Watch The Big Picture at 9:30 p.m. on Rajya Sabha television.
Tradition dating back centuries. A cultural heritage that inspires and warms at once. Magic that awes. Rajya Sabha television brings you events that embrace the wonders of India's classical arts. Conversations with the biggest names in the culture and music. Rajya Sabha television, democracy at work.
Welcome back. Let's get to some international news, and starting with Spain, that faces political uncertainty after a split election result. The ruling People's Party secured the most seats in parliament but fell short of an absolute majority. The country will now see a new era of coalition as the fragmented vote shattered a two-party system that has dominated the country since the 1970s.
Sunday's general election saw Spain entering a new political era after neither the ruling Conservatives nor the left-wing parties got a clear mandate. Spain's ruling People's Party, led by Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy, won 123 seats, falling far short of the 176 required for majority. High-level corruption cases and soaring unemployment is believed to be the reason for the party's worst-ever performance. The party now faces the difficult task of forming a coalition government.
España necesita un gobierno que tenga apoyo parlamentario. Buscaré, por tanto, un gobierno estable y buscaré un gobierno con el único objetivo de servir a los intereses generales de todos los españoles.
The Socialist Party won 90 seats, but it was two new outfits, Podemos and Ciudadanos, that broke through the country's 40-year-old two-party system. The anti-austerity Podemos, led by Pablo Iglesias, won 69 seats, while pro-business Ciudadanos, led by Albert Rivera, won 40.
Our defense of the social justice and our fight against corruption are going to be the political lines of our group in the Spanish Congress. Spain is not going to be the same anymore.
Que ya basta de rojos o azules o rojo. Que España ha cambiado, queríamos que cambiara, y esta noche ya hay más españoles que quieren cambio, ya más españoles quieren que hablemos, que dialoguemos, pero sobre todo que pidamos reformas y cambios.
With no specific deadline for government formation, negotiations could go on for weeks. The uncertainty casts a shadow over an economic reforms program that has helped the country to be the fifth largest economy in the European Union. Bureau Report for Rajya Sabha TV.
And now for some more international news, let's get you Global Buzz. One person was killed and dozens injured on Sunday night when a woman deliberately drove her car onto a crowded sidewalk on the Las Vegas Strip. The accident occurred near the hotel where the Miss Universe beauty pageant was being held. The woman, who had a child in the car with her, has been taken into custody and was being blood tested for possible intoxicants. 91 people are still missing after Sunday's landslide buried 33 buildings of an industrial park in Shenzhen city. The landslide struck the Hengtayu Industrial Park on Sunday, leaving more than 1 lakh square meters of debris at the site. Nearly 80 people are still missing 24 hours after a ferry ran into trouble in rough seas off Indonesia, with authorities not ruling out the possibility of a sinking. Rescuers continue to search on Monday for the missing people from the ferry as families waited anxiously to learn the fate of their loved ones. Smog has enveloped China's two major cities, Beijing and Shanghai. The air quality has surpassed the 200 level into a very unhealthy level. Chinese government has warned residents across a large part of its north to prepare for severe smog arriving over the weekend, the worst of which hit Beijing. Levels were at 222 near Beijing's Tiananmen Square, the city's municipal monitoring center said. The World Health Organization recommends a daily exposure of not more than 25 micrograms. Slovenian voters have rejected a law that would have given same-sex couples the right to marry and adopt children. Just over 63% of voters in Sunday's referendum rejected the bill, which redefined marriage as a union between two consenting adults rather than expressly between a man and a woman. On to the big sports news. And suspended FIFA President Sepp Blatter and European soccer chief Michel Platini have been banned for 8 years by FIFA's Ethics Committee. Both were found guilty of breach surrounding a $2 million disloyal payment made to Platini in 2011. However, both have denied any wrongdoing.
Suspended FIFA President Sepp Blatter and European soccer chief Michel Platini have been banned for 8 years by FIFA's Ethics Committee following an ethics investigation over a $2 million payment deal that happened between the two. In a statement, the Ethics Committee said it had not found evidence that the payment constituted a bribe, but that it had nevertheless lacked transparency and presented a conflict of interest. It further added the payment had been without a legal basis and a breach of regulations governing gifts and other benefits. The decision means that Blatter's 17 years at the helm of world soccer will end in disgrace. It also spells the end of Platini's hopes of replacing the 79-year-old Swiss in a presidential election in February.
I will fight. I will fight for me and I will fight for FIFA. Suspended 8 years for what? And I spoke with my lawyer this morning, who definitely was not surprised that the notification of the decision was first made to the media and later to those they should receive it.
Both men continue to deny wrongdoing, and a spokesman for Blatter confirmed he'll appeal against the ban and is prepared to take the case to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. Meanwhile, Platini called the decision a pure masquerade and vowed to go to court to fight the decision. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Now let's get you some more updates from the world of sports in Sports Beat. Barcelona became the 2015 FIFA Club World Cup champions after thumping River Plate 3-0 in the final game on Sunday. It was their 5th trophy of the year. Lionel Messi was the lone scorer in the first half, while Luis Suarez scored 2 open-play goals in the second half to help the Catalans win the title for the 3rd time. Liverpool played out their 3rd straight winless Premier League game after losing 0-3 against a newly promoted team, Watford FC, on Sunday. Nathan Ake broke the deadlock early by capitalising on a missed catch from the Liverpool keeper Adam Bogdan. Odion Ighalo then added another one from a tight angle before completing his brace through a late header. Gareth Bale scored 4, Karim Benzema scored 3 and Cristiano Ronaldo scored 2 goals as Real Madrid defeated the 9-man Rayo Vallecano 10-2 in the La Liga. Madrid was down 1-2 before they turned the game around with a 9-goal rout. Notably, this win was their biggest in an official match since the 11-2 victory over LK in 1960. And that's all we have for you on the news tonight. Thanks so much for joining us.